Okay, are we ready then?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So we really want you to put these things into practice, like Brenda has said. And this is just a good example of what that could look like. Like she said, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard work, but it is simple and it is straightforward. And what we really hope to bring out of this is duplication. That if you can prove to yourself you can actually do this, then you can teach someone else to do it. So it says up here at the top, if you have 15 enrollments with a 200 PV average, then you'll have elite. And that's what this is trying to teach people, to become elite and then to create elites. And we know that you don't always get 200 PV, but you will have some natural solutions kits, and then you'll have some family essentials kits. And if you're having a problem where you're like, really, I only ever get people to sign up with a $35 membership and 2 oils, then we need to talk about that and just help you tweak it a little bit. These are things that we can help you with. It's not something to be embarrassed about or ashamed of or whatever, because we've all been there. But we know that when we talk about the kits and show them the value and show them the savings and how this is going to actually serve their family the best, it's all about their needs and what's going to actually be the best value for them. Just like getting on LRP, we want them to get their own points and have their own free products versus ordering through us. And so these are just little things that we can continue to work on and teach you. But you can just see that this is scheduled with some one-on-one, some classes. This will be different for different people. But the point is, like you see at the bottom, if you schedule 3 classes, 15 one-on-ones, or a combination, setting aside the time to invest in your business, and then ask yourself these questions to make your list under number 3 down there at the bottom, you're going to be expanding your influence. And the kind of upside down pyramid or almost tree version of this looks like, for your prepare section, you're inviting 45 people. You get down to invite. You're preparing by making a list first, then you're actually inviting. You're presenting to at least 30 people. That's going to be your goal in October for this challenge that we're introducing now. And then you'll enroll 15. But Brenda and I understand that even if you present to 30 people in October, you might not get them all enrolled in October. That's just kind of the reality. You might be enrolling some of those in November. And then from there, you're going to do 15 lifestyle overviews. So every single person, even if it's over the phone or however you have to meet with them to do their lifestyle overview, every enrollee gets a lifestyle overview, and you're bringing up, at least asking them to look at the business. You're bringing that up. You're introducing that concept. You should be doing that from your first presentation with them, just touching on it. Then in the lifestyle overview, talking about it a little more, asking who do they know that they could share with. Do they want to have a class? Do they want to give you referrals? Or do they want to consider making commission and doing this as a business with you? And then 3 builders or potential builders come out of that. So if you look at the success tracker again, you have 3 or more business overviews that should come out of that. And if you're following what we've taught through this 4-week series with recruiting and attracting builders, you will find this to be true. The numbers will start to line up like this. And we really want you to have the focus of launching a new person by the end of November. So if you are sharing and inviting with 45 people in October, presenting to 30 people in October, whether through classes or one-on-ones, enrolling 15 people between October and November, so you have both months for those enrollments to come in, but you really need to do the 45 and 30 in October. And then 15 lifestyle overviews will also be split between October and November. Potentially some of those could go into December. If you're getting your last of those 15 enrollments toward the end of November, you might not be doing the lifestyle overviews until December, so that's fine. And then your business overviews, though, those 3+ business overviews, or maybe even a business overview class or meeting, should happen before the end of November. And then you should have someone, at least one person, ready to launch their business, a committed, capable person who's really launching with at least 4 classes scheduled on the books. That's what I consider a committed, capable person launching. Doesn't mean you won't have some sharers who maybe just want to have 1 class. That's great. But a truly committed and capable builder who's got at least 4 classes and planning ahead for trainings and more classes and all of the things that a builder would do by the end of November. So this should be something that you can do and then can duplicate. And it's going to seem a little overwhelming, especially if you're newer, especially if you've never done this system. but this is what we want you to start duplicating and start to believe that you can do and see that you can do, starting with making a names list of at least 45 people. I would say 100 people, because you'll be going through your list and you want these to be good potential prospects. Some of them might already use doTERRA, some might not be interested, whatever, but inviting potentially 45 good people, because you'll also have those people who are good potential prospects. Some of them just won't show up. They'll have to cancel, they'll have to reschedule. So if you're really going to get 30 people that you're in front of, inviting 45 and not just putting out a Facebook invitation to 45 people, that's not effective. I actually recommend not even inviting people to a Facebook event until you've talked to them personally, because people just ignore those things on social media a lot. And they say, oh, I've been invited to another thing, and I'm one of 570 people who are invited. That's not an effective way. We want the invitations to be personal. So we've talked about some of that. Some good verbiage is in the share guide for how to talk to people, how to invite. Look for something that they can connect to personally. I know you've struggled with, winter illnesses, and that's right around the corner. I can help you with this season not to have to deal with those in the ways you've had to in the past, or to boost your immune system, whatever it is that they've dealt with. Inviting them in a personal way, connecting it to them personally, and then having even 45 RSVPs would be smart, because then you have that assurance that probably 30 people will actually show up and not reschedule or not be able to come to those classes. So enrolling 15 people between 2 months shouldn't seem too daunting. Now, maybe you've never done that much before, but really if you're presenting to 30 people, that's going to come. The 15 plus, that's going to come. So really just focus on your part right now, making your list and inviting, getting things scheduled, getting classes on the books, getting times set aside in your schedule when you can do one-on-ones, so that you have places to plug those things in for October. And then in November, you'll continue just following up, doing more classes, doing lifestyle overviews and those business overviews. And that's our goal, is to see you guys all launch at least one new, really strong, committed, capable builder by the end of November. Do you want to add anything to that, Brenda, before I talk about the prizes?
Oh, I think we just have to talk about prizes.
Okay.
Because I think they're all going to be really excited.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm trying to remember what you ended up deciding to do. I was looking at my phone really quick. Oh, you were going to, okay, I remember.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, because I know this isn't easy, and I know that it needs to be really rewarding, and I want to make the stakes really high for you. I want this to be huge, and I know you're all motivated by different things, but you all are doing this business to help people, and you hope to create a viable income, a sustainable income to support your family and your futures. And I want to make that a little bit sweeter. So when you're doing this, you're going to get a lot of fast start. You're going to start to see that you've got the structure for your 50, your 250, maybe even your 1500 power of 3. You're going to get a lot of compensation from doTERRA for that, but I want to make it even a little bit sweeter. And anyone who actually does this, the 45, 30, 15, 15, 3, and getting a launch for one new builder at least scheduled, you're going to get a $500 bonus from me. And that should really help you out with your Christmas coming right around the corner, because that'll be end of November is when this is ending. By the end of October, we're going to kind of see who's on track for this, because you'll see if you've got your 45 and 30 done and you're on your way to your next steps of completing the 15, 15, 3, 1 in November. But a $500 bonus from me plus $100 in oils from Brenda. That is what you're going for this challenge.
You'll get to pick the oils from me. So it'll be $100 of your choice. So if you're like, there's those oils I want. So we really wanted to make it like exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. So I hope you're excited by that. This should help you really get the incentive you need and the drive you need, and just want to dangle that carrot, because I know it's coming to that time of year when we all have Christmas shopping and things we want to give to and things we want to do with our families or whatever it might be. And we really want you to feel like it's worthwhile, because sometimes I know too in this stage, when it's just mainly fast start you're focusing on, it doesn't always feel like a lot in the moment. Although if you're enrolling 15 people, you will start to see those fast start checks growing and growing. So that's going to be the real reward, is the growth in your business. But I've been kind of saving this, waiting until we finish the series, that I could offer something big to all of you to move forward. And I feel like you're ready. And that's kind of what I've been watching for too. And I saw it at convention. I've seen it in Brenda. I've just seen this group is coming together and you're really ready to move forward in a big way. So I want to just give you that, offer you that reward. And Brenda wanted to offer you some oils as well. We all have those oils we go through fast, or that we've saved up for and really just talk ourselves out of buying because we need that lavender and lemon all the time, or whatever it is. So this will be exciting. It'll be really fun. And we want you to also, and I should pull it up. Let me see if I can grab it really quick. We want you to do the success tracker, and I'll see if I can pull it up.
As she's pulling that up. So if you have 15 enrollments at $200 enrollments each, that is a fast start of $600. So between the $600 fast start and the $500 cash and $100 in oils, that ups it to like $1,200, which is pretty sweet. So, and you're growing your business and taking it to the next level. And so like ultimately you win either way because your business grows a lot, but it does make it a lot sweeter when there's more. So this is the success check-in. Do you have it?
I'm trying to find it on the Empowered Success. I don't remember.
If you go to Empowered Success and scroll to the very bottom to where it says Tools Library.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then you click on there, and then I think it's in there. It
Okay.
looks like this.
Okay. Yeah, we want you guys to do this check-in. This is going to help us know who's on track for this, because we got a budget for it, for one thing. But also it's going to help us to help you, because if you send this in, we can see where maybe you're struggling, where you need some help so that you can stay on track. We want all of you to actually earn this, and we want to make it accessible for everyone to be able to just check in with both of us. So it could be by email, it could be by text, but we really want you to take advantage of this and fill this out. And you can find it, like she said, you just scroll down, Tools, Library, PDFs on Empowered Success. Let me actually just share my, is that it? There we go. All right, that should show, right? Does that show it? So
Yeah.
Empowered Success Library. All right, where is it? There's a rank.
Under Launch Tools, that third one down.
Okay, there it is. Thank you. And then this will be something you can download, and you can fill it out in your Acrobat Reader, or just fill it out by hand and take a picture of it, or whatever works for you. So you're going to be celebrating and evaluating, focusing on your wins and victories. What's working? What do I want to be working better? We really want to cut to the chase on this. This is a strategy check-in. It's for your mentors, which for this session will be Brenda and me both. We both want to see these, and to just offer you some ideas to support you where you're at, where you want to be. Those kind of things won't change much, but the things under the pipes will. So how many names have you added to your list? That should be done pretty quickly. How many of you sampled or invited to a class? How many have attended? How many enrollments? So every week, these numbers should be changing as you're moving toward completing this challenge. And then underneath, looking at where there are gaps, what are the vital action steps you need to do next? What's your part? And what can your upline do to support you? So this is going to help us just work together toward you finishing this. But it gives you the responsibility where Brenda and I shouldn't have to check on you. We're here for you, but we're not going to chase you down, right? Nobody wants to be dragged along, and we don't want to drag anyone along. So if you're doing this and taking responsibility, we want to see it by Monday morning. So every week we can go, okay, who's still in this, and where are they at this week, and how can we help them make this week even better, or just more successful, or just help keep them on track and offer encouragement and support to keep everybody on track for the upcoming week. So if you complete it by Sunday night and send it to us for the upcoming week, we can look at it and offer support via email or text, or if we need to, we can schedule phone calls, but to talk about some things that we see might need to be talked about. But for the most part, we can probably do this electronically and not take too much time away from anyone's schedules, because this will require you probably putting in 10 hours a week at a minimum, because you're probably going to do 1 or 2 classes a week. And then you've got your training and your other things that we talked about, maybe doing like a Zoom check-in, but we really just want you to focus on the activity. We've done a lot of talking about recruiting and about activity over the last few months with different Zoom things. And this is going to be a season where we're just going to kind of hunker down and hone our skills and focus on working on income producing activities. So we just thought this would be the easiest way that would take the least amount of time, but we can still offer that feedback as needed.
And I want to also just let you know now, Thanksgiving is coming. It's on the calendar every November. And so prepare for that. So if you know, okay, I'm hosting Thanksgiving and that whole week I'm busy preparing, then your calendar needs to reflect that and needs to reflect the activity before and after it to be able to finish the challenge. So, the same Christmas, every year in December we have Christmas. I like to take that last 2 weeks off. So I plan most of my December activity between the 1st and the 15th. So, this challenge is not in December, it's October, November, but you're going to have to look at November now and really plan for that, because this is going to take a lot of scheduling and intention. So Crystal and I know that this is it's hard. It's hard work. But, to be a diamond, it's a lot of pressure. Like diamonds, natural diamonds, they are diamonds because of the pressure that they have undergone, under the earth. And so it's the same when we're building a business to a diamond. You all are capable of it and you all have it in you. And so this is just really creating those habits and those, really scheduling that success. So, but just remember, look at, if you have a lot of birthdays or whatever, make sure you're scheduling around that. So it's really, really helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. So we would love to hear anything you have feedback wise about the exercise with Melissa, any of Tanya's stuff, anything we've talked about, and really too, just your kind of gut reaction on this, because we really want you to be honest with how are you feeling? Is this, it should feel hard, but doable, because we've broken it down into the simple steps. It's not, again, going to be easy, but I think it's really doable, especially spread out over 2 months, because trying to squeeze it all into October, I just realized is not realistic. And it's not that often that anyone has 15 enrollments in a month. So our top enroller for September had 18, and then the next closest one was 9. So I understand that. Pushing yourself to get 7 or 8 in a month should feel doable though. And if you spread that out and you get 8 in October and 7 in November, you've got your 15. So that shouldn't feel as overwhelming, I hope, and I do hope it feels doable. But tell us how you're feeling. We don't want anyone shutting down and being like, this is not even possible for me because of whatever. Let's talk about that if that's what you're thinking. And I know we're at 2:45, so if you got to go, we totally understand. You've heard the main announcements, but if there's anybody that wants to talk through any of it, we're available to do that for a few minutes.
Are they all muted?
Yeah, I think they can unmute themselves, though, is here.
Raider, you have to unmute yourself.
Let me unmute him. There he goes. I unmuted him.
Hear me?
Yeah.
I just want to say, thank you very much for this. I feel like especially with the holidays coming, I guess we're all probably feeling crunched. The economy hasn't turned around all the way yet. So I think this is really doable, especially, splitting up in small segments. I think that makes it totally easy to at least follow through every day. And then, it's all a numbers game, right? So you just one day at a time. I think this is the push that I need, honestly.
Awesome. Glad to hear that.
Good.
I'm excited too. I'm going to have to jump off here to go get my kids, but just wanted to say that it seems totally doable. I like challenges. I like that, some goals are laid out so that it's a clear vision on what to accomplish. And I'm excited about doing it. I really appreciate you guys investing in us and setting this up. So I'm excited. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Alexis.
Thanks for being on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And hey, Crystal, real quick, are we opening up to do we want to open this up to their their builders like that they have, that if they do the same thing, they can go for the same challenge?
I think we can open it up to anybody on your team who wants to participate. It's just going to be, don't overwhelm them. Okay. So if they just decided last week they want to do this, unless they're already scheduled and ready to go and have their names listed, I mean, you can offer it to anyone, but if it's a casual sharer, I'll just caution you, you could scare them off with this amount of activity. So just be aware of that, but feel free to offer it. Yeah.
Awesome. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure you were on board.
Yeah, make me pay.
Yeah, me too, right? Anyone else have any like feedback, questions, or overwhelmed, or no?
No.
And you're like,
All right, then. Go
I'll
for
figure
it.
it out. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Go for it. Make it a great week. We wanted to do this today too because we didn't want to even wait one day. And just as a side note, there is that launch training tomorrow. So we didn't want you to have a whole day of Zooms and videos and stuff. So we wanted to do this October 1st, get it fresh in the new month. And tomorrow you do have the option to watch it live, but there is a launch camp that will be super, super helpful to break down all the steps to make this happen. It'll be even more inspiring and break down this 45, 30, 15, all of that for you, and break down all the steps. It's with Casey Baudry, our double diamond, and Justin Harrison, one of the original wellness advocates of the company. So it's going to be really great training. It's 11 to 1, or no, what is it, 9 to 12 their time, so 11 to 2 our time. And it will be recorded, and it's going to be right there on the Empowered Success page, live, but then also the recording will be there. So I really encourage you to take time to participate, send new builders to that for sure. Also, it's going to be really great.
And Casey had a challenge. I know you guys probably got that text. So if you had an enrollment the last 4 days of September, then you qualify to actually proceed with Casey's challenge. So Raider, I know that you said you were going to go for that, and there's options for more prizes as well. So, and probably some of it will actually overlap, which is super cool. So I'll get you connected with her Facebook group. It's called
Peaceful Heart Leadership.
Peaceful Heart Leadership. So Casey, I would encourage you guys to all, be part of her Facebook group as well. So she's training the launch program tomorrow through doTERRA, but then she's also having her own challenge. But one of the requirements was one enrollment between the 26th and the 30th. So Raider, congratulations for qualifying for that as well. Good job.
Good job.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I think it is 2:50, so I know we went a little bit over. So just know we're here to help you. Like, we're here to see you succeed. And you guys can do this. So we came up with something that was hard, but totally something that you guys could all do. So let us know how we can help you and how we can support you in this journey.